Good evening to those who listen. It is October 3rd, 2023, 8:40 p.m. And some strange developments are happening with the U.S. government. The Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, has been voted out. And this is the first time in history that the Speaker of the House has been voted out. So the new Speaker of the House will be Patrick McHenry. But right now, the spot is, what's the word I'm looking for? His job is right now, the vacancy is open. There is nobody as the Speaker of the House at this moment until he is sworn in. So I came up with this crazy thought. If somehow, some way, the president, the vice president, were somehow, something happened to them, they were incapacitated or they were no longer able to do their job, for some reason I don't want to say out loud, then suddenly this woman would be the president. Her name is Patty Murray. And she is the president, I wrote it down, President pro tempore of the Senate. And she is the first woman to ever hold this position. So it's kind of strange. I mean, it's probably nothing going to happen from this. But it is strange that if something was to happen today or tomorrow, tomorrow's the 4th, Could this be the diversion from the October 4th to the 11th? They said if there was some really severe weather across the United States or some event that happened, that they could delay the test to the 11th. Now, if the government is in some kind of peril at the moment, who knows what else could happen, suddenly, oh my goodness, suddenly she would be the president. This is from 3 days ago when they were talking about the spending bill, trying to get it passed. I mean, I don't know if what she's saying is important, but I'm just going to show you just, a little bit of this. It's just really weird. Kevin McCarthy has been ousted. Let me hold on a second.
Of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
It's vacant. This is crazy. So right now it's vacant.
It's the benefit of this country that we have a better Speaker of the House than Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy couldn't keep his word. He made an agreement in January regarding the way Washington would work, and he violated that agreement. We are $33 trillion in debt. We are facing $2.2 trillion annual deficits. We face a de-dollarization globally that will crush Americans, working-class Americans. Kevin McCarthy is a feature of the swamp.
Why
he
now?
has risen to power by collecting special interest money and redistributing that money in exchange for favors. We are breaking the fever now, and we should elect a speaker who's better.
Here's the guy who's going to take over. So that's some strange developments. So here's a little bit of the article, really fast. So this has never happened in the history of the United States. So he was named temporary speaker or speaker pro tempore. And this woman here now, I don't know why I thought of this. It's just weird that most likely, nothing will happen and this guy will just take over as Speaker of the House. But if something happened, before he was able to fill that spot, then blam, suddenly this Patty Murray would be in charge.
Week saying again and again, the only way that we're going to avoid a shutdown is a CR that can get bipartisan support to quickly pass the House and Senate. And we've been working nonstop to pass that common sense bipartisan CR that I put together with my colleagues across the aisle. But tonight we had a bill from the House that passed in a bipartisan way.
She's been in the Senate for 30
with nearly
years.
Every House Democrat voting in support. And I'm now glad the Senate has been able to pass it as well and get it to the president's desk for his signature. This bill does not contain the devastating cuts House Republicans were pushing just yesterday. It does not contain the ineffective partisan border provisions they were demanding. So, Mr. President, there were good reasons to vote for it. First and foremost, it will prevent a senseless government shutdown, one that House Republicans have been pushing us towards for weeks. But this bill also meets the president's full request for disaster relief fund, and that's good and important to so many of us. It will ensure that our brave federal...
So how ironic is it that the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, is the one who got the bill done. You know, he got both sides, Republicans and Democrats, to agree on this spending bill. And then right after, they vote him out. That's really strange and odd to me. Does anybody else think that is really weird? I think that is really strange. Is there something going to happen with this test tomorrow? Maybe not. But maybe something will happen that will delay that test until the 11th, or any time in between, the 4th to the 11th. They said it could be any day that they could do it in that time period, even though they announced that it would be the 11th. So if that happened, then nobody would know when the test would happen exactly, and no one could be prepared. This is strange. Does anybody else get a weird, eerie feeling about this? I think we should be praying on this one. This is weird. If something happens tomorrow, and I was just talking, that's weird. I was just talking about some kind of an attack. Maybe some kind of attack could happen. And then this happens. I'm not saying that this was the attack. But if something happened where it was delayed and they couldn't get the Speaker of the House sworn in, then she would take over as president. If something happened to all three of them. Actually, it would just have to be the president and the vice president, because then the Speaker of the House would be vacant and it would go down to the next in line, which would be the president pro tempore of the Senate, which would be Patty Murray. Don't know much about her. And then I definitely don't know much about this new Speaker of the House. What was his name again? Where is it? McHenry. What's his first name? McHenry. Where's his name? Can't find it now. Just has his last name on here. What the world? Well, this McHenry guy. Strange. Let me know what you guys think. This could be something. This could be something. Thanks for watching. God bless.